Want to help support the channel? Then why not check out the merch that's available from the links below in the description. Help out the channel and get more phenomenal stuff for yourself. And now with that, let's jump straight into the video. Hey travelers, welcome back to another video. And today I really want to talk about my love for Genshin Impact and what I want to see changed in this. Now this is going to be a complete and utter long video, I think, but if you like this sort of content and you want to see more, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, as well as that cheeky notification bell to be notified when more videos drop. And yeah, let's just talk about all of this. As I mentioned in the intro, I am a huge Genshin Impact player. I have my character Rosaria. She is best girl, fight me for it. I've broken this down into multiple things and I want to kind of break them all down and kind of talk about them. So the first one is character stories. Now I feel like there are a lot of characters that kind of get slept on. Either they merge with other characters for their stories. Like when I found out that Albedo and the Rosaria story, I thought that Rosaria didn't have a story and she just randomly popped up and everybody loved her and wanted her as a main character, etc, etc. But I found, like, you know, only a few characters only have stories. You know, it's like the main 5 stars, some of the 4 stars get hangouts and stuff like that. And I would like to see more story based for this. Like, you know, for the characters that have been kind of forgotten over time, that either don't have the hangouts, like I would love to see loads more included in this. And I feel like Mihoyo just don't care. I feel like with more characters and their stories, I feel like this would expand the game a lot more. Now I'm coming up to the point where I've almost finished everything. I've still got some of the 5-star characters to kind of go over. I've got pretty much every single hangout to go through. I'm just finishing Noelle's, but I feel like as soon as they're done, there isn't much for me to do, you know, apart from wait for the next event or do the Spiral Abyss or complete some of my daily missions. And I feel like if you incorporated other characters' stories, as in proper stories, then the game would expand, and so you've got enough time for the next patch or the next part where the traveler's got to find his brother or sister or whatever you want to do. And I feel like this is a next one to kind of do, and it will also give you more Primogems as well, so that's a good thing. Without this, all I would be doing is logging in, getting the 90 per day, doing the 60 and getting the 150 and just kind of moving on from it. And I want more. I generally really want more from this. More resin. Now this is going to be broken up to having more collecting, like the fragile resin to condensed resin to normal resin. But I feel like we need more resin in the game. Apart from the battle pass, there's not really much, like, apart, and also maybe some event things. But majority of the time when there's no event or there's nothing giving it out, I feel like having the battle pass is a okay thing. If you're saving it up, I think if you do the whole thing, you get 12. But I feel like there would be more of a choice if there was like a certain thing that you could do at the end of the week, or if you went against a bad guy, it would give you at least 1 or 2 fragile resin. Now I know that if you were able to buy it, then obviously whales would just come in and buy tons of this, and that I think would kind of ruin it. But for them, if they wanted to spend say $20, $30, £30 and then get 10 or something like that, or, you know, keep doing the battle pass to do it, I feel like they could do if they want to, because at the end of the day, all they're doing is just going through artifacts or whatever they do with it, which I feel like there isn't. If you put it like, say, at the end of Spiral Abyss, like, we're going to give you 5 fragile resin if you get all 6 stars, or all 12 stars, should I say, it'd be so much better grabbing it. And I feel like that would work a lot more. I feel like if you have this option where if you're waiting for it to be filled up, like obviously you're waiting, it can take an age, it can take a day to kind of refresh everything, or like basically use them during the day and then kind of go to bed. And then therefore when you wake up, you have almost enough to do more runs, to get enough condensed resin to kind of make it better. I know the other option is you can get 1 per week in the Teapot, which I don't mind, but as soon as I get it, I'm just going to use it straight away. So I do feel like you could have more condensed resin all the way through to kind of make the game a bit more easier and more fun with your friends by doing domains and little things like that. That's what I want. I want to basically have so much that I could work with my friends on it, to actually have fun in the game. Go, what do you want to do? Let's do some domains. Just do more of it. Now, expanding the 160 resin build up. Now, a lot of people will tell you when you play this game that you use all your resin so it can refill, and you can use it either for condensed resin if you're up to that point in the game. But I feel like it runs out really quickly. Now, you could easily go do 20 on say, a domain, but I feel like a lot of people just use their condensed resin to kind of do it. So not unless you're doing it like 20 per time, I feel that's fine. But I also kind of think that if you've got bosses that take up more resin, like Child or Dvalin and stuff like that, I feel like if you use it up on that one, you have to wait till the next day to actually go and explore. But that's if you need to either get the kind of the rich stuff from their domains effectively. I feel like if you raise this one to say 500, you know, by the time that you end the week at least, then you go, okay, well, I've used all my stuff now, but I'm going to wait until the end of the week and then have it all there. Sometimes people can't always play the game. I know that if I can't log in, or I just log in, get the 90 and then log out, or I do the daily missions and stuff like that, but I'm not using my resin, and having it capped at 160 it feels like such a waste. Seeing how the game is now, I know originally they did have it at like 120, but then they actually upped it to 160. But I feel now that you've got people that will log in for the game, log out, and they won't take their time to go do domains or make condensed resin. I feel like if you up this a lot more, that it kind of gives more of a sense of worth. You go in, you wait till your resin's like completely filled, and then there you go. Or, you know, you can just log in at the end of the week. It works either way. I just feel that if you expand it, even not to 500, you know, even not to 500, if you expand it for a little bit longer, I feel like you'll really kind of bring more people in to kind of doing it. And then if people are running 20 per time, then at least they can have fun and actually spend hours doing dungeons. And if not, but this kind of leads me into doing it with more condensed resin. I feel that even if you don't up the 160, if you just keep it the same, if you up the condensed resin to say 20, I feel like more people would then come in after a couple of days and just expand it. Me personally, I would love this, because I hate going into like domains using 5 and go, oh, I've got to come out. Once I'm in that kind of zone where I want to keep going, I want to use all of it straight away, rather than, oh, okay, I'm out, I have to then go back, I have to go make more and then come back, and then it kind of puts me out. If I'm on a roll, I want to kind of continue. And I feel like even if you upped it to 10 or 20, then you're giving the player more choice, that they could easily make it over the next couple of days. And that's what people want. They want more kind of adventure than it is. If you just use, say, all your condensed resin and then went back in and used your standard, then yeah, you've got a bit more time. But we all want the best rewards. Like, I don't know who wouldn't say, hey, please don't give me the best rewards. I'm okay with the standard. Like, the game says the best part, if you want more, use this. So why don't you just up the condensed resin? Again, it's been a year. You have more people playing this game and wanting this. So why are you limiting this, the main thing for what your game is? I just generally think that if you expanded it, it would be so much better. I'm going completely off topic with these things, but I'm just literally going off what I've written down anyway, just kind of talking about it. So this one resonates with me, and I'm guessing it might resonate with a lot of people right now. And that is, if you C6 a character, reduce that character's percentage. I get annoyed when I get Sanyu or Razor or any other character that I've already C6'd and I don't want them, or I don't use them, I don't plan on using them at all. I find it more frustrating where, like, you have a brand new banner come up, like when they did, I think it was Hu Tao as well as Toma. I hadn't got Toma, and he's a 4-star character. I obviously knew what my pity was with Hu Tao, so I knew that I wasn't going to get her straight away. But as soon as I started rolling, all I got was Sanyu, all the time. I don't like Sanyu. I don't have any intentions of using the character just yet, but I've already like seen 1 million her already, and I feel like this is a really bad thing. One thing I would like to see implemented in this game would be the fact that once you get this character, the chances of getting it as soon as C6 is reduced so much, to the point where if you had, like, say, a 1% chance, it drops down to 0.1, where I don't need that character. I also kind of feel like if you're doing a 10 pull straight away and all of a sudden you get, like, say, Sanyu for one time, that is a chance where I could have got Toma or someone else. So why not reduce the amount? Like I would take, say, Yanfei, Noelle, any of these characters, I would take a lot more. Artifact hunting. Now this is not something that I really want to kind of put in a lot of kind of talking about. So my main points in this one is I'd rather be able to go and farm an artifact that I want that has the right stats, rather than doing it over and over and over again and getting the worst stats. You see all these TikTokers, these YouTubers that say you need this, 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 and this. But yeah, again, you'll always get like, say, healing bonus, attack. You know, people want crit rate, crit damage. I would rather see more of those than generically just going into a thing thinking that I'm wasting my time, that I'm not getting the best artifact. Now, I don't know if there's pity behind it, like if you do this 50 million times, you will get the best stuff. But I feel like there should be a bit more of a role, like how they did with the weapons banner, where you say, hey, do you want this? Yes. Then that's the one you're going to get, but you'll get it over a set time. I feel like that would be a bit better than just kind of wantonly doing it and then not getting anything. So I feel like putting more crit rate, crit damage, the ones that people want, so that they can enjoy the game, they can beat the game, they can just have fun. I would love like a proper stack of these artifacts on my characters that I can enjoy and be like, yes, I think I'm doing damage, rather than going, shit, am I doing anything? What the hell? Treasure chest. This is something I have wanted so much in the game, and it's respawning treasure chests. Now, when I first started Genshin Impact, I was finding treasure. I was loving it. I loved every stream that I do, and I still do now. I still love them. But finding a treasure chest randomly, oh my god, it was like a rush. I loved getting the weapons. I loved getting the Primogems. And when they take it away, it's like, well, you've just done 100% of this. It's made me not really want to search. Like if they brought them back up, and it wasn't giving you a percentage, and it was like saying, hey, go play this, go find these treasure chests in the wild, I would love it. In the 2.3 or 2.4 update, where a random precious chest just appeared, I loved that. I was like, yes, make this happen, because I want to go and find them, and I want to have fun, you know, getting more weapons rather than just kind of waiting. So I wanted more from this. But did I get it? No. Even if there was an option to pay for it, whatever price, as long as it wasn't stupid. But if there was a decent price where I could instantly pay for all the chests to respawn, I would do. If it was something like £30 and I knew that all the chests around Liyue, Mondstadt, Inazuma, any new area as well would respawn, I would be all over this. I'd be like, yeah, no problem. As soon as I found it, I would then pay more money, because I know that I would get the same amount of Primogems or Primogems, and I would just love it. It's just exploring. That's what I want in this world. Once it's hit 100 on all of them, I don't care, and I know the game's going to be boring, and I'm only going to log in to get the 90, and that's it. You know, same as soon as I get all the characters, I'll move on to constellations. But I want to go find chests. You know, they made an entire mini game for the event. That was fun for me. I really enjoyed it. We're moving into the Teapot, and it's expanding the rank. I feel that with the way that you get points to expand your rank, to get more stuff, either more gems, more blueprints, or whatever, I feel like if you're going to expand the realm, do it. You can easily do it. Expand it to 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 100, whatever, because I feel like there's a goal there. Like all these blueprints where it's like you can make this stuff and you get experience points. I would love them to keep this on and make sure that I could keep going. So, you know, I'd make more stuff, that I would go out and farm for materials so I could enjoy it. I really enjoyed it when it first came out. I thought it was absolutely amazing to make these things and get the trust rank up. I want this, even if they just expand it. Like, you know, Tubby goes, oh, hey, yeah, like I'm more powerful because of I've had this, and you send them on a quest. It would make more sense. Now, more focus on other characters. Again, I briefly talked about the story as well as having, you know, other things. I would just like more focus on characters. I would say Rosaria, but she's had like 3 or 4 banners and straight away now. But I feel like where you have events, I would rather they focus more on the other characters. Currently, at this moment, time of this recording this video, it's the Albedo event, and that was kind of fun. I kind of like that. I'd like to see more characters have this, because I just feel like it brings more to the table. I'd love to see events around, say, Bidu, Kaya, Amber, you know, etc. Characters that kind of get lost. Now, I know we've had Amber, but I feel like if you had an event all around her, I feel like that would be 10 times better. I just feel like Mario, they focus on the main characters that people love. Like even when you got Kaching or even Chi-Chi or Quiku or whatever, I feel like if you had stuff around them, people would like it, not just, oh, it's gone. That's what I want. I think players want this a bit more. Kind of look on your other characters rather than just focus on what people want. I feel like if you look back at other characters that you've had since the beginning, people like it. When was the last thing I saw for Lisa? Nothing. I've not seen anything for Lisa for a long time. I know there's probably going to be an event around her death if she does, because apparently that's the talk of the town. But I feel like if you concentrate on these characters, people who love them will enjoy this a little bit more. Co-op Spiral Abyss. That is what I would love, because I feel like you could enhance the hardness of the whole level and have your friends come in. Like, depending on like how many people in, if it's like you and your friend, then obviously it doubles. If you've got, say, all the party is full of 4 people, boom, it gets 4 times harder. But I think a Spiral Co-op Abyss would be absolutely amazing. Even if they made it separate and did it somewhere else, I would wholeheartedly love this. Because there's been many times when my friends have said, oh, do you want to come? Oh, I can't do it because of Spiral Abyss. But they've said like, oh, I can't do this. I would like help. I would wholeheartedly love a co-op version of this. And again, I don't know why they've not put it in. It's been a year. It would be easier enough to do. You know, you can do domains. So why not just do it like a dungeon where it's like you have level 1 to 100 that you can do with your friends and just roll with it. A dungeon like that, like a proper tower or something, would be amazing. Like, I remember games, and I'm at the moment trying to figure there is a game, like maybe it was Mortal Kombat or Dragon Ball, but that whole thing where you start from level 1 to 100 would be amazing. You know, you could clear it as fast as you want or as slow as you want, but it would be cool. That's what I want. Make something like this. I think it would make it a lot more fun, especially if there's nothing to do in the game. Okay, so my last thing is I want to talk about, and there's probably a lot more, but these are the things I want to change at the moment. EXP box. I am really annoyed that when you get to a certain level and with a character and it goes max and it says like you are going to lose 9,000 EXP, and I'm like, I don't want to lose that EXP. So why don't they just split it off like they do with the weapons crystals, where if you use like the maximum one, when it hits a certain amount, it kind of splits off into the others that you can use. Why don't they implement this? This is one thing that I thought that they would have done. You max out a character or you get to that level, and it's therefore it splits into the other versions of it where you can use it and you're not wasting XP. Most of the time I'll just go to one of the ley lines, grab some more books and go, oh fuck it, I don't care if I lose 9,000 EXP points. I'll hurt and cry inside because I would love that to be like split across into the others, and I feel like that would work. You know, and another thing is I'd love more EXP from monsters. Like hitting a hilly troll and getting 19, I'd rather get more rather than like hitting a main bad guy or whatever and only getting a little amount. I would much prefer if you got more EXP from it, because I would love to go from like say the top of monster and just wipe out everything as much as I can and level the characters a lot faster. But yeah, that's kind of all of it. That's everything that I kind of really wanted to focus on, what I would want to change for the entire game. I feel like there are more things that I could talk about. If you want me to talk about it, please let me know down below in the comments. But I'm going to leave it there. It's been a long video. I hope you've sat through to enjoy it. Let me know what you think about Genshin Impact if you play it, and if you think that all of this is what I talk about is completely true and it's what you want as well. Let me know down below in the comments. If you like this sort of content and you want to see more, hit the like button, hit subscribe, check out the merch, and turn notifications on for more videos. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.
チャンネルをサポートしてくれてありがとう。チャンネル登録、高評価お願い。以下のリンクから商品を入手することができるよ。